I'm Cécile Benoît. I'm in the second year of PhD under the supervision of Eric Briard, and I study the connected device understanding and use in primary school. But today we're going to focus on one object, the case of the noise detector. Connected or communicating objects is increasingly important in our daily lives. In the school context, understanding how connected objects work paves the way for the interesting. This object should not be perceived solely as a gadget, but as a support to enrich learning, curiosity, and fostering the collaboration. In the practice, we can see that in a post-COVID in France, almost primary school classrooms are equipped about a carbon dioxide sensor. It was a possibility to learn things, but in practice, this object was often not achieved. Some pupils do not seem to understand how it works, and some teachers also. Some teacher breaks this object to doesn't make the sound on the classroom. So this observation promotes to launch a study to the introduction of connected objects into the classroom. Inspired by the work of Benoît and Briard on the interaction between the educational environment and technology. We focus today on the noise sensor, an object already used in educational space, such as a nursery or in a library sometimes. So we have two questions in this. How the students understand about the connected object and how they live with them in the classroom. This object designed to look like a fire in the streets. It's 40 centimeters high, and the research into a noise school environment highlights growing noise level and the two scientific sound function. We found two special scientific articles, one in 2017 from Turkey that working about the level of the noise in the schoolroom, and also another one in Italy in 2019 that highlight the importance of the environment and the noise in the classroom, but nothing about the learning that we can do with that. Our methodology is working in complementary tools, focus group, drawings, and classroom observation on a long time that we do for both study in 2023 and 2024. After the first one, we had the questionnaire of social economic background for each pupil to present the technological object at home, as tablets, computer, or cell phone. On this one, you can see the analysis of the grid attribute evolution of drawings. It's nothing to read, really the read. It's just to show you that the attribute is on three categories: figurative category, contextual category, and projective category. The two first, figurative and contextual, give some positive points, and the projective gives some negative points, because the projective one is how the fantasy of the kids is on the draw, on the text, and the figurative and contextual give some complementary acquisition about comprehension. We have a focus on Julie's draw during the 4 times. On the first one, we introduce the object with no guidance, and they have to question themselves about 3 questions. What is it? What is it for? And what can I do with it? After 3 weeks, we come back to make an iteration of that, and we have the acculturation workshop with the teacher. And we can see the evolution of understanding of Julie. On the third one, in the adoption of the object into the classroom routine, we see that Julie's give a name of the object, and she was more precise on the figurative. On the last one, 3 weeks later, so 11 weeks after the first one, the understanding of the dynamics relationship between the kids and the object is really revealing in the draw. You can see how we work with the grid. The evolution of all the classroom is possible to see on this one. Of course, the picture is small, but you can see 1, 2, 3, and 4 rows that the evolution of the number of the visible criteria of each pupil in the room. And we observe that the shift from individual to collective understanding from the acculturation workshop won even grade 2 pupils. The evolution globally on the 2 study for all the group, we see at the initial discovery, the younger pupil often associates the device color with pre-existing behavioral regulation tools, as the emotion charts that they use. After, we see that gradually they understand and use it. So we can see that Dritan say, keep making noise, mainly to make the teacher scream. And I can only say it was really fun. But at the end, even for the smallest, we see that pupils begin to perceive the device as a tool for collective regulation and encouraging collaborative practice and the shared responsibility for classroom noise level. On the draw, she writes at the end, it's really useful for the classroom. We can see 3 really important impacts in the classroom dynamics. The competitive behavior, some pupils engage in competitive behavior, seeking to trigger the device reaction with loud noises. A collective regulation, because other pupils try to collectively regulate the ambient noise to maintain a calm classroom. And also, we saw that the teacher introduced a social contract with the fact that she takes off the sound of the object, but she keeps the light to refocus to use the device as a sound regulation function. To conclude, I will say that the connected object that we saw, when integrated and structured pedagogical supports, can become valuable tools for promoting collective regulation, collaboration, and cross-disciplinary learning. They require students to possibly understand the functionality, supported by appropriate teaching practice. This study highlights the potential of connected objects to enhance learning and classroom management, fostering a culture of questioning and explorating. Thank you.